Hello and welcome to the show. I'm Dan.
And I'm Dudley.
And welcome to Deaf and Dumb.
Welcome to Deaf and Dumb.
Deaf and Dumb.
Yeah.
Our show.
Our show.
Our weekly show.
Yes.
Yes.
That's redundant, isn't it?
What do you mean?
Like
What's
telling
redundant?
the people that are listening that this is our weekly show, and they surely listen to us every week, so they should know.
This could be their first episode. This could be the first one they've ever listened to, and they don't know how often. They're probably thinking, "Hey, these guys sound all right. I wonder how often they put an episode out." And yes, and I gave them a little nugget of information.
Well, if they went to our website, it literally says a weekly podcast on it.
No, they don't read. People don't read.
Podcast listeners don't read.
Yeah, I mean, okay, out of all the podcasts you listen to, how many of the descriptions have you read?
A few. I'm sure I've read some of them at some point.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of podcasts. I don't have time to stop and read the description.
See, exactly. So how?
Oh.
And you proved my point.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So on with the show.
Yeah, on with the show. How was your week?
It was fine. I'm tired.
Yeah.
It was kind of a long week. Busy at work.
Yeah. Same here.
Yeah. I'm ready for my vacation days.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to some of those as well.
Yes.
You been playing Zelda?
I have been playing Zelda. I've been playing Zelda mostly today. I played a little bit yesterday. I didn't play a lot this week, but I've been catching up.
Yeah.
I think you passed me.
I believe I have.
Yeah.
I have the Master Sword.
I'm at the point to get the Master Sword. That's where I'm at.
And the little mechanics for how you get it, I thought was cool.
Yeah. I got to the point where like they want me to do some stuff to do.
Yeah.
I don't want to give things away, but they want to.
Yeah, I don't want to either.
To get stuff to get stuff.
Yeah.
I've been told that. That's about it. I haven't done any of it.
Yeah.
You were like, "Hey, let's do the show," and I'm like, "Okay," and I turned it off and put it away.
Yeah. And I am currently stalking the fourth and final Divine Beast.
Yeah. See, I haven't even. I've seen the third one. That's it. I haven't done it yet.
Which one's the third one for you?
The camel. In the
That's
desert.
the third one?
I guess.
That was the first one for me.
What? Really? You went to the camel first?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
Why not? What do you mean?
The logical progression in the story is to go to
No.
Zora's domain.
No, I did that one second.
No. Well, you did it out of order then.
No. See, here's the thing, Dudley. It's an open world game. And I think, I don't know if I've established this, but I'm going to now. I have gone I've approached everything in this game ass backwards. I have not done any. If there's a road, I don't take it.
Yeah.
I come in the back door on everything, which is why also I miss a bunch of stuff. Because I'm like, I'm gonna climb. I could take this road and go around, and instead I'm gonna climb over this mountain. And get there. Which takes me on some weird and interesting adventures, and sometimes on places I should not be.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah, because that area is pretty tough if you go straight there first.
I didn't go there first. I went as if I was headed to the Zora domain, and then I got like 3/4 of the way there, and I said, "No, I'm not going this way," and I went a different direction.
Well, that's exactly what you did, because it's in the exact opposite direction of Zora's domain. So I was trying to understand how you went there.
I go all over, Dudley. I go all over.
Yeah, well,
I go in.
You talk about just going, ass first or whatever. I do that a lot too, because I entered the desert and I pretty much explored it before I even got the tower for it. Which in the game, you get the tower, you get the map. So I had the map after I pretty much hit all the highlights.
Yeah. my map is fully realized.
Oh, really?
Fully feel. Yeah, the whole map. I have the whole map.
I think I still
all
have
bits.
2 or 3 sections I haven't unlocked yet.
Yeah, I have the whole map, the whole thing. I just got the last piece.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See, you're
Yeah.
much further along than I am.
Yeah, because I was going into the Lost Woods, which was like the last section.
Yeah.
That I needed, and I got that last section.
Mm.
I like the Lost Woods is probably my favorite environment I've been in. I really like it.
It's
really cool.
nice, but it was pissing me off because, as the title implies,
it's easy to
it's
get
a
lost.
Lost Woods. It's easy to get lost, and it took me a little while to figure out the mechanic. And by figure out, I mean Google it. And
you Googled
I
it?
Googled it. I was getting pissed off.
What? Oh, come on,
It's
Dud.
the only thing I've ever Googled in this game.
Uh-huh.
So
you disappoint me.
it was pissing me off. I was really getting mad. I was just like, I couldn't
Oh,
get
come
figured
on.
out. And I'm finally just like, screw it, I'll Google it. And I Googled it, and I was like, okay. And then it made sense, and I was able to get through it immediately.
I honestly, I don't know. Like when you were saying, how do you do this? And I really didn't know how to respond. I kind of just wandered ass backwards through it.
Well, that's the thing. There is a way to get through it.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say how, but there is a way. And if you pay real close attention when you get in, you'll figure it out. But I was missing it completely.
I think I was following things.
Yeah.
But then I'm not really sure if I was or if I was just wandering in direction.
If you weren't sure, then you were doing it wrong. You got lucky.
Well, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing is, like, I kind of wandered around. It took me a few tries of going, okay, I know not this way, no, not this way, no, this not way. And then I ended up on a way, and then I just kind of, once I found the way, I just went straight through. I had no problems after that. So it was like, it took me a few tricks to kind of go, okay, no, this way. And then once I got them that way, I didn't get lost again. I went straight through.
Well, here's the thing. There is a mechanic for getting through it.
Uh-huh.
But obviously you don't know what it is. You just got lucky.
I maybe.
Yeah. We'll talk about it off air, and I will tell you
okay.
You did it wrong.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. I did it right because I got through. I am in tune. I am in tune with the game and the forest, Dudley.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't need to know.
Yeah.
I just followed the path.
Right.
I was following the path of the faithful. I just, what's her name? The goddess of Hyrule led me, showed me the path. I did not need to see. I just nearly needed to walk.
All right. Are you done with your bullshit?
Yeah. I like probably one of my favorite places. There's a lot of
cool.
I keep thinking I've seen everything, and then I find another really cool place. So there's a lot of really cool environments and cool places in this game.
Well, I keep looking at thinking I've seen everything in the game, and then something else comes up, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Or I find out something. I watched a video today, preparing for this episode that was hilarious, and so the people at Dorkly, they decided they wanted to throw a cuckoo into Death Mountain.
Oh yeah, I saw this.
And
but I hadn't been to that region yet. When that video first came up, I didn't watch it. But now I'm in that region, so I'm okay with it.
It doesn't. Well, I mean, it might spoil a few things, but I found out a few things from watching it because I didn't know. But it's a hilarious video. So if you played the game and you got through like Death Mountain or whatever, and you don't, just watch the video and you'll laugh really hard. It's really funny.
Okay.
I'll
have to check it out.
Yeah, it's Dorkly. Dorkly.
Yeah. Dorkly. It's Dorkly.
Dorkly.
Right? That's the place I've heard of.
Okay, yeah. Well,
it's like Darkly, but it says instead of dark, you have Dork.
Okay, well, Dorkly. I'll get it
all right.
right.
Dudley.
Yeah. So they had it's really funny. Go check it out. It's funny. But yeah, I found out something new in the game, how to fight a certain creature just because they did something. I was like, oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, there's all kinds of weird little tricks that sometimes I go way too long before I figure out. Or sometimes I do some other thing before I was like, oh, it was trying to show me how to do this. I just wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. Well, there's like the whole dodge, slow motion fight thing. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah. You don't know how to do that?
No, not really.
No?
No.
There's the whole thing where it trained you how to do that.
Yeah, I didn't get it. It didn't stick.
What? How do you not know how to do that? That makes so many fights.
I just
a lot more.
I just
more,
fight.
It makes fights. It makes some really hard fights doable. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to do them.
I have no problem. I just fight.
Even when you fight the Lionels. Even when you fight the Lionels.
I just don't fight the Lionels.
I have noticed. I didn't think because there's a whole color system in this game, right?
Yeah.
For the monsters.
Yeah.
Like you start off. You see like the bokoblins.
Mm-hmm.
You see the red ones. They're the normal. You think they're just red, but then you see a blue one, and the blue ones are harder, right? They're like they have more health and they hit harder and they usually drop more rare items and stuff. And then there's the black ones.
Yeah.
And so I was like, they're like at first I was like, oh man, that's the hardest one. But there is a layer above that one.
Oh really?
Yeah, there are silver ones.
Silver?
Yeah.
Silver.
I thought they were white, but no, they're called silver, and they are tough.
Really?
Like just a regular bokoblin is a pain in the ass. But
I haven't seen those, so
yeah, and so almost all the monsters follow that same color scheme. So you start off with like the moblins, and then the I forget what they're called, the lizard people.
Yeah, the lizard types.
Things. Yeah, they all have they follow the same scheme. So they're green ones, and then they're blue ones, and then they're black ones. I mean, they're red. Well, the lizards are green, I think, but then they
don't show up
too.
until
But anyway,
they're green. I don't think there are any red ones.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any red ones.
No, there are some red ones.
Oh, yeah?
But I think maybe theirs is slightly different. But the Lionels. Have you seen any other one that wasn't red?
Yes, I've seen a red one, a blue one.
I saw a black one.
I saw a white one.
You seen a white one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's scary. That's terrifying. I haven't
ran
seen
away.
a white one. I haven't seen a white one. I've seen a black one. I ran from it, but I have fought blue ones and red ones.
I know where the white one is, and I
No.
snuck up to the chest, got the loot, and left. Because I came in from the back way because I saw the area and I was like, I wonder what's over there, and I just flew over there basically, and then I snuck in, grabbed the stuff, and I ran away.
I'll have to talk to you after off the air where that is because I haven't seen a white one.
I think it was a white one. I'm pretty sure it was white because I remember him being tough, and I was like, nope, not happening.
Yeah. But yeah, I finally got where I feel confident fighting them.
Yeah.
I've killed about 3 or 4 of them maybe, but even then I dread it. I always have to prepare myself mentally.
And equipment-wise, because I'm sure you go through a lot fighting them.
Yeah. Though I'm getting to the point where I have a lot of just big, heavy, durable equipment.
Yeah.
I have a lot of stuff. Yeah, it's so fun. I keep thinking I'm gonna like get bored with it or run it, like just get to where I'm like, okay, I've seen it. I've seen enough to kind of get the game, so I'm not seeing anything new. But they keep throwing new things at me.
Mm-hmm. It's good.
And
it's a good game.
I don't know. I might be pushing 60 hours. I don't know what my hour count is.
Oh, I have no idea. I haven't looked.
Yeah.
In a little while. I guess I could pull it up. It's sitting right here and see.
Yeah. Well, now's not the time.
No, it's not the time. Okay.
No, it's not the time.
When you start ranting, I will look.
Okay.
Have you played anything else?
I did. I played a couple other things. I bought my second game for the Switch.
Yeah. Which is.
And it's also my first digital game on the Switch.
Oh.
It's Human Resource Machine, which is a game that I'd seen on Steam before, and I'd considered buying it there. And I was like, and I just kind of held off on it. And then I was looking at the eShop earlier this week, and was like, well, what's new on here? And I was just kind of looking, and I saw it on there, and I'm like, okay, I'll bite. And so what it is you play this guy, I guess hired into a company, and you start in the mailroom, and it's programming is what it is. Yeah. It's you have an inbox and an outbox. They're little conveyor belts that an in and an out, and then you have a line on the side of you're writing out code, and they're just little commands like grab from the inbox and then do something with it. There will be numbers and letters, and it's like take numbers. It'll tell you, it's like, okay, just take the numbers in and put them out. Or it'll say, add the first two numbers together, then put them on the outbox. And you start doing adding, and then you start doing subtraction. Then you get into doing multiplication, but you only have the add and subtract command. It's very much like TIS 100. We talked about it probably about a year ago. It's very much like that, where you basically have a set of commands that you can use in your programming, except this one's got a little dude that runs around and does whatever you program. He's your guy. He's just sitting there moving tiles around, and there's like a grid on the floor sometimes where you can store numbers. And, it's really good. I really like it. It's also weird because it doesn't use the controller at all.
Oh, it's all touch?
If you're in portable, it's all touch. And then I was like, today I hooked it up, and I was like, well, how does it work if I have it docked? And it's weird.
Yeah.
It was like I'm sitting there with the controller, right? Like, all right, let's see what it does. And it's like a little thing pops up, says, hold up, lay the right Joy-Con on the flat on the table. So I did that, and it clicked. And then I picked it up, and it said point at and press a button, and I did that. And it became a mouse. It became a pointer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I was sitting there with the right Joy-Con using it as a pointer, and I was like, no, I don't want to play it this way.
That's weird.
I know, it was really weird. So I had this big hand that moving around wherever I pointed it. Huh. And I'm like, well, this is weird, but okay, I guess that was how they decided to figure that out. Because it's a normal, like, it was on Steam, I guess it was a mouse point-and-click thing.
And it's probably on mobile as well. Because it seems like they're embracing the mobile market as well. With a lot of the games that are on it seem to have come from mobile game. They're mobile ports. So so that's interesting because it has a touchscreen, so it'll work with any of those games.
Yeah. So I found myself staying up way too late trying to get these little programs to do what I want because you basically it starts from the top and it works its way down, and you have one command called jump, where you set it where you want to start a jump, and then it's basically a loop back. You can tell it if you hit this point, it'll jump to another point. And you can set it to be jump, or you can have jump if it's a negative number, or jump if it's a 0. So you have like a lot of things that activate on a 0. And so if you hit it and you're holding a 0 and it hits that part, it jumps to another section of the code. And just like real programming, where you have like, little brackets of sections that are, only activate at a certain time. And it's super cool because then you have like counters where you have a number there, and you can, every time you want to have it sit there and count down, and once it gets to 0, it'll jump back or whatever. But I really like it. It also has some weird story going on where like robots are invading. So while you're moving up in this company, like each level is a different floor. Like you're moving up the company, hierarchy each year, but there's this background story of robots taking over the world. I don't know. It's weird. It's cool. I like it.
You were talking about it. It's like programming, and my little thought was, and talking about it sounds like talking about programming, so it sounds kind of boring.
Well, if you like games that are about programming, or you like doing programming for fun, as I obviously do, because I own several games like this.
Yeah, me too.
Like Shenzhen, TIS 100, most of them made by Zachtronic.
Yeah.
But and I love puzzles that are like programming, and we were computer science majors once, and
very briefly,
we had a knack for programming. We just decided we didn't want to do it.
I don't know if you'd call that a knack. We were moderate. No, we were mildly good at it.
I think if we had dedicated ourselves, we would have been really good at it.
I doubt it.
All right.
Well, because I remember those days, and it wasn't pretty. But yeah,
yeah.
I've seen that game, and I was intrigued by it, and I might get it eventually, or just play yours.
Well, next time you're in town, I'll let you try it out.
Yeah, sounds good.
You play anything else?
Yes, I've played a couple of things.
Yeah.
So I've been playing Farm Simulator 17.
You're still a farm.
I'm
you're
still
a farmer.
Have
you been live streaming anymore?
I have not this week. I've only played like twice this week, and both times were pretty late, so I didn't stream any of it. Well, I need to set it up to where it goes to our Deaf and Dumb a YouTube page, so we can our listeners can go and find it easily. So we can share it. So I may work on that at some point, but me and Trey had goals that we were going to meet.
Trey,
Our buddy Trey.
Oh yeah, you got your plans,
yes.
Your week plan.
We had our plan that we wanted to achieve, and we were successful.
Our goal met your goals.
Was to get the Lamborghini of tractors.
Okay.
Which is, do you want to know what the Lamborghini of tractors is?
Sure.
A Lamborghini.
What? Is it by Lamborghini?
Yes. Lamborghini makes a tractor. It's in the game.
Yeah.
It's a Lamborghini. And that's the tractor we wanted. It cost $250,000.
What's those? It cost $250,000.
But
you could have bought an actual Lamborghini for that.
Yeah. It's a Lamborghini of tractors. The Lamborghini. Yeah, but it... And it's really nice. Like, it's really swanky.
Okay.
And it's really powerful.
What? Okay, and, like, what makes it so good that you have to spend $250,000
Because it's big. It's very big. And it'll run big, heavy equipment because it's really powerful.
It's got all the torque.
If we want to progress, we need a big, powerful tractor. And if we're going to have a big, powerful tractor, it might as well be a Lamborghini.
So you bought the tractor. That's what you achieved this week?
Yes, that's what we achieved. We put our lawn mowing service into full swing.
Okay.
And then we also we did that. We spent like a good couple hours mowing and baling and selling, and it was some hard work, but we got there.
Yeah. Mowing grass in a game was hard work.
Yeah. It was very stressful. The hard part is finding big plots of land to mow that we don't own.
So what you're telling me is you set up an operation where you're stealing people's grass.
They don't mind. No one complained yet. But yeah. And that tractor is nice. It is very nice. We took it logging.
Who owns it?
Huh?
Who owns it? Do you own it, or does Trey own it?
Technically, Trey runs the company because it's his server.
Oh, so it's his company.
And he manages all the money. So technically, he owns the tractor.
Trey owns. So you don't own shit.
I am a partner in the company. All my money goes into the pool. And then we use that to buy the Lamborghini of tractors.
Oh, it sounds like you were swindled.
I don't.
I need to talk to Trey. See, we're partners. Me and him are partners in the company. He just has all the money. All the money I make goes into the pool that he controls. We're still partners.
No. See, I'm in charge of the operation of the manual labor. He's in charge of the business money.
Yeah.
I'm sure I get paid.
This is his. This is how he pitched it to you.
Well, he could give me money, but what's the point? We were just going to pool it anyways, right?
Yeah. I do all the hard work. He takes all the money. Got it.
We've gotten much better at logging.
You got that down because I mean, as you know, as we talked about in the last week, y'all weren't very good at it, or at least you weren't.
The Lamborghini helps. It helps a lot.
Yeah, does it now?
Yes.
Did you get? Have you got? You know, you get one of those arm things where you just grab the tree and it cuts it down, does all the stripping. Do you got one of those yet?
No, but that's there. We haven't.
Okay,
that's $500,000.
I know it's in the game. I know it's $500,000.
Yes.
It costs more than the tractor.
Well, you know, it's a self-contained machine. You don't need the tractor to pull it.
I thought it was an attachment for the tractor.
No, it's its own massive machine. You get in and drive.
Okay.
It's got the arm and everything.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah.
But so
eventually,
I have a question.
Yes.
So when you go and log an area,
Mm-hmm.
do trees grow back? Can you plant more? How does that work?
You can plant more, yes.
Okay, but if you don't,
it doesn't come back.
Will you just log out that whole area?
Yeah. In fact, there are some areas I believe you can completely log out, destroy the stumps, and then you can then make the land available to farm.
Okay, but do you have to purchase the land? Can you log just trees anywhere, kind of like cutting people's grass?
Yes.
Okay. That seems
it's a legal gray area.
Okay. This whole game is you and Trey stealing people's grass and trees.
Really though, logging, there's no money in logging.
But it cost $500,000 for the equipment. So,
yeah.
You know, somebody thinks there's money in it.
Nope. At least as far as the game goes, there's not money in it.
Look, maybe y'all are doing it wrong. Maybe y'all haven't got the mass production down.
No, because the game is called Farming Simulator. The logging is only in there so you can remove trees.
Oh, it's
not
tertiary.
the main conveyance of dollars to your wallet.
Okay, it's just a secondary thing.
Yes. It's a support system.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
there's an awful lot of equipment in that game for logging for it to not have a focus in logging.
Well, it does, but there's just no money in it. It's more of a hobby.
I mean, let's be honest. Apparently, all the money's in mowing grass.
Yeah.
And growing grass, I would not consider farming either.
There's a growing and a.
That's called Yard Service Simulator 17, not some farming simulator.
There's some farming element to it. You know, you gotta wrap the bales so they become silage, so you can then sell it for more money.
Do you know what silage is?
No. The only reason I've know the word is because Trey has said it. I believe fermentation is involved, but I don't really know. This is why Trey handles the money.
Yeah, you do all the manual labor. And he takes the money. I got it. Okay. Wow. Okay, cool.
Yeah. No, it's been fun. I was playing by myself a little bit today, just killing a little time. And,
in your own game,
yes,
or
in my own game?
The same?
I started in my own game, and I'm $300,000 in debt.
Yeah,
because I had to buy.
Did you buy the Lamborghini of trash?
I did not. I bought tractor, mower, baler, wrapper, trailer.
Snoop Dogg was. Did you get Snoop Dogg or did you get Ice-T?
I don't know what the model is. There's only one really.
Okay. So you don't start with anything?
Well, you do, but it's like all farming related stuff, and I wanted to be able to make money, so I got mowers.
Yes, because you wanted to do Yard Simulator 17, not Farm Simulator.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Right.
I played a few other games.
Yeah. What else did you play?
I played Star Wars Destiny.
Star Wars Destiny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
all right.
collectible card game.
If you don't want to hear the 15-minute rant about Star Wars Destiny,
I'm gonna keep it brief.
Skip forward now.
Gary and I played a match.
Yeah.
I literally just threw a deck together because I brought all my stuff. I kind of forgot to put together a deck before getting my stuff that morning.
Yeah.
So I just grabbed everything, sat down. When I got to his house, I just sat down and just threw together a deck. And it's Grievous and Dooku, Count Dooku and General Grievous.
Yeah.
And then he was running a Rey and 2 Padawan deck. and I almost won. It was really close.
Wait a minute. Okay, you had
Yeah.
You had Count Dooku.
Uh-huh.
You had Grievous.
General Grievous.
So
Yeah.
these big baddies.
Yeah.
And you were beat by Rey, who's just learning the
Uh-huh.
ways of the Force, and
Yeah,
Padawans.
it was a train. It was 2 Padawans.
They're like
they were.
pawns.
It was literally the theme of the deck was in training,
Yeah.
basically.
And
they were training Jedi.
And they kicked your ass.
Well, you have to remember. Also, Gary's got like all the cards. I don't. And I basically just scrape together what I can. I have to scrape together a deck when I plan them. I didn't plan this at all. I just grabbed cards, threw them together, and said, "This is my deck," and I managed to almost win.
Oh, okay.
So with that kind of handicap, I'm okay with it.
Well, considering you were fighting trainees, you should have almost won.
Ray's a really good card and has a lot of bullshit moves. But yeah, because anyway, and then I also played Exceed. Which is
Exceed?
Exceed.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
It's a fighting a card. I'm trying to think of the right order of words. It's a fighting card games.
Fighting.
You know, they're like like Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat or Tekken. It's like a fighting game. Like a video, as if you were playing a fighting game. Video game, except it's a card game.
Okay.
And so you
pick a character.
So each person has a character with a deck, and half that deck is like just standard moves.
Okay.
But then all the other half of the deck is just special moves and stuff to specific to that character. And then you have like a row of cards laying on the table. That's your map, basically, your zone, your platform.
Yeah.
And you can move up. You have a little character card that sits on top of these cards, and they move up and down it. And your attack have range and power, and you have armor and stuff. And it's just like a fighting game, except you're playing with cards.
So is it turn based, or is it like you make a move, he makes a move?
Yeah. You have each person takes a turn taking an action, and the action can be like draw a card. At the end of every action, you get the drawing card, so it's basically drawing 2 cards, and then you have you can do special things where you can move. You can do things where each card has a boost move where you can get more armor or get more movement or something like that, or little things. But then they also have most of the cards are just strike cards. All the cards are like it making a type of attack, whether it's like. You do a sweeping kick or you grab them or whatever. They're all different abilities, and they have stats on each card. So I'll put down, if I choose to do a strike, I play a face-down card. Then Gary has to play another face-down card to go up against it. And then we both flip the card, and we compare the stats, and then we figure out what happens. And there's also it's this cool mechanic where you have there's a stat, and if you do more damage than that stat, it stuns them, so they don't get the attack back.
Oh,
so
nice.
if like I hit, if whoever, we have a speed stat that determines who actually gets to hit first, and then if you do enough damage, it goes over another stat. It stuns them, so they don't even get to hit back. So it basically denies their attack. It's really cool. It's really hard to learn.
That sounds like it. I mean, you're talking
complicated.
There's like at least 3 or 4 stats you mentioned.
Yeah, there's it could potentially
naming them.
I think there's 5. There's 5 stats potentially on every card. And so it's complicated. But once I got into it, I really liked it.
Yeah, what's
it
called?
Really like it. Exceed.
That's right. You said that.
EXCEED.
Okay. All right. I'm about to look this up.
And they apparently you buy basically I don't know if you can buy individual decks or if you buy 4. I know they have 4 packs where you buy a pack that has 4 decks for 4 characters, and the first wave has 16 characters. I don't know if there's another one coming out or that each wave is a different set of of characters. They're like in a different world. Like this one, first one, I don't know anything about, but it's from some other thing. And then the next one's another set of worlds. They're all different styles, but they all can fight against each other.
So,
and I think Gary was sending me a thing that the next one they're doing is Automata. You know, the Penny Arcade comic. Yeah, it's based on that.
Oh, okay.
Or
I saw something about that, actually.
Yeah.
I literally just saw something. I didn't know what it was, so, okay.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay.
And so, yeah, it's really cool. I want to play it some more. And also, Gary owns, like, a bunch of the decks, and he kickstarted the next wave of them.
Of course he did.
That's what it is. They're not out yet. There's a Kickstarter for them, and so he's getting all, like, 16 decks for the next wave, so he's got them all. I don't have to buy a thing. I can just show up and play them, but... the character I played was I think his name was Victor or Vincent or something like that, and he was a politician, so all of his moves were like political themed, and his like super mega move, like the one that's ridiculous, like it's ridiculously good, is called rigging the ballot, and like majority whip was one of my moves. It's all like stuff like that. It was pretty clever.
Okay, so I was worried for a moment there because you were talking about and go, oh, they have waves, and I was like, okay, this is another Star Wars Destiny. You're gonna be like, I have to buy these cards, and I need the next one. But then you're like, said Gary bought them all, so I can just show up and play it. So you're okay.
And it's not like that. You buy the character's deck, and that's all you need. You never get anything else.
Okay.
You never need anything else. You
Until
buy
they
their
come out
deck.
With new ones, and you want those.
Yeah, until they come out with more characters. And like I said, they come with like 4 packs where you get 4 characters. And so you just pick which one you want. And you can, or you find the one you like and buy just that one. You don't, and then you don't have to buy any more. It's
unless
cool that
you're
way.
a crazy person and collects everything.
No. Well, yeah, I mean, unless you're Gary.
I was going to say, Gary, I think, has a problem with Kickstarter.
Gary loves card games.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
I noticed.
Gary loves card games.
We need to have an intervention for him in Kickstarter, though.
Why?
You're
no.
Don't be selfish, Daniel.
Let the man be.
This is for the greater good of Gary.
No. Gary's fine. Gary's doing great. Gary's showing me all kinds of cool new games. You shut up.
Gary has a problem.
No, Gary does not have a problem. Gary's fine.
Gary needs help.
No, Gary does not need help.
Well, that's good. I played a couple of other games this week. I played Gone Home.
Yeah.
Which
did you play my copy? Or did you get... Oh, no, you got it on the PlayStation, right? It was free?
Last month or the month before, it was the free game of the month. And I've had it since then, and I finally got it, and I finally just like, hey, I'm going to play this week. So I played it.
Yeah.
Not a long game. I've already finished it. But it's really good. Just in terms of story reveal, I guess, it's really well structured.
The way it handles like tension and atmosphere, and the way when you come into it, you have one feeling. You're like, oh, this is some kind of horror thing, and it makes you feel like something's going on, creepy, and then the way it shifts through all that is really cool. Yeah, it's really good.
It sets the tone really early on, but then that tone does go away, but it doesn't really go away. It just shifts into something else. The tension changes from like a thematic tension to an emotional tension. And it's really good, and I really liked it.
It's really good.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I recommend it. So
I do too.
Yeah. So go check that out. It's not a long game. I think it's cheap now. I don't even know. It's maybe $20 at the height. At most expensive.
I don't know what it is. We both got it for free.
Yeah, I got it for free through PlayStation. If you got it, then you should play it because it's good.
Yeah.
But I recommend it. I also played.
It's really good.
Aggravation.
Aggravation.
Yeah,
the board game.
The board game. Yeah. Because it's our grandmother's favorite game.
Yeah. And she has like a nice board.
Yeah, someone made her a wooden board for it. Because all it is just the board and marbles and dice. And so she has her own set that was personally made for her. And she came to visit here, but she left the game. So yesterday, me, a couple of my cousins, and our cousins, and Cusley, she was with us, and
Cusley?
Yeah.
How is Cusley?
Oh, she's well. And
good to hear.
And their dad, our uncle, and we all played, and they got aggravated. I did not.
Yeah.
I was thoroughly enjoying.
You did not?
I did not. I was just along for the ride, and I was playing, and I lost. I think I got last. And I still had fun.
I played it when she first got it. Like, I think I might have been the first. I think I might have been when she. Me and I think Mom and maybe Mark, our Uncle Mark, played with her, and I think it was the first time we played on that board when she got it. And I think I won. I can't remember, but I think there was some aggravation.
The whole game is set up for it, and it's such a simple concept of a game, and it's really well balanced the way the mechanics of the game works.
It's really simple. It's just move your marble around the board, and then you can fuck people when you come around if you want to. You can say, I'm going to land on you, and you're going to go home. And you're going to start over, basically.
And it's such a simple... There's like maybe 3 mechanics for the whole game, and but one but they can all work with each other in really mean ways, and it's really fun.
It is. It's a fun little game.
Yeah, it's fun.
Some people may have played there's another board game version called Sorry.
Yeah, it's the same game.
Or the Canadian version.
Is it the Canadian version?
No, because it's called Sorry.
Oh, okay. I was going to say I was
that joke.
I was believing you.
That joke just went right over.
I'm sure there's someone laughing at it.
Okay. But that's the version. Remember how I had the little the popper dice thing? You remember that?
Yeah.
That was such a weird little thing. Like, I guess they made it for kids, because they know, all kids will lose the dice, so let's put it inside of a bubble. Yeah, maybe that's it too. They don't have a concern for the other pieces that go along with it, but they were just like, because you have little pieces you move around the board, why they weren't worried about you losing those or eating those, but the dice, they got to be in the popper. Maybe somebody just liked the popper.
Probably.
The little bubble.
It was probably just a way to make the one dice accessible to everybody, and you just pressed it, and it works.
Yeah.
Anyway, did you play anything else?
No, that was all I played. I just played a lot of Zelda. I spent this is the 3rd weekend in a row that I have spent all of Saturday playing Zelda, and then all of Sunday doing the same.
Which is why you've caught up to me, because I'm usually like, I have a free time, and I'm like, oh, what do I want to do? And I waste probably an hour going, I should do this, maybe do that, I'll play this, no, maybe this. And then finally I sit down and play Zelda. But
yeah, I think part of the reason I passed you is because I just, like, for a few days, I was just, like, doing nothing but focusing on the main story and the Divine Beast. And then the last 2 days, I've literally just gone around and done a dozen side quests that I had just hadn't done.
Yeah.
And I just been going around filling in stuff.
Yeah, I kind of bounce back and forth. So sometimes I'm like, I'm going to focus on the main quest, and then I jump back to the side quest.
Yeah.
Oh. All right, well, let's get into some news before we run out of time.
Okay.
Well, first off, I have some things I have to put out there that I'm angry.
Oh, okay.
I'm pissed
you
off.
Sound angry. You sound real pissed off.
At Nintendo.
Okay. Because they made such a good system and a wonderful game. And that just aggravates you. That makes you angry. Why did they have to make such a good system? And why did they have to make such a good Zelda game?
That's almost what it is. What it is they made an NES Classic. But then decide they're not going to let anyone have it, so they stop making it.
That's not true.
Because they're dumbasses.
That's not entirely accurate, but I never believed the NES Classic to be, like, nothing more than a limited thing anyway.
Well, the thing is, it wouldn't have been a big deal had they not, like, said they were going to make more, that they were going to put out more, they were going to try to meet the demand, and
they didn't.
And they were full of shit. And I'm in a love-hate thing right now with Nintendo, Because I'm like, yay, Zelda, Switch is awesome, and then they like doing this shit with the
and then
NES
they're like,
Classic.
no more NES Classic, and you're like, fuck you, Nintendo.
Yeah, like I was really mad, and it really frustrates me more. I'm even mad at Best Buy because of all the crap they did to me, and because I almost had one and they screwed me out of it, and so all that, and so it's just like a compound of all that. It just makes me really angry. Yeah, and I was looking at it. I thought about just going, I'll just buy one on eBay for $100 and be done with it. And then I didn't do it. I was like, I'm not going to spend $100 on this. It's just, it's a $60 thing. I'm not going to do it. They discontinued it. It's now $300 and up to get one.
Yeah.
On eBay or Amazon or anywhere. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Which is, okay, no one should buy them. It benefits... No, no, listen.
That's not going to happen.
Listen to this. Okay, you should not spend $300 on this. It's not worth it. I mean, it's got 30 games on there. You're paying $10 a game. You might as well, just... Well, here's the thing. There are ways to play these games, and you can spend less money. So... Yeah. I recommend doing that.
So I think you have an ulterior motive. You just want no one to buy it so that the price will come down, then you can buy it.
That would be nice too, but that's not gonna happen either.
No. Well, here's what you should do. Hold on. I'm gonna make a sidestep here. I'm gonna talk directly to one of our listeners, Graham. I know you're listening. When you and your wife have played the NES Classic that you got enough, and you feel like lending it out, you should let Dudley borrow it for a month or so, and then he'll get over it.
No.
All right.
No.
See, Graham's gonna come through. He'll let you borrow it.
Yeah, it'll be like a year before that happens.
What? You just gotta be patient, Dudley.
I just don't understand why Nintendo did it this way. They're stupid. I mean, I'm trying to give them my money. I want to give them all my money, and they won't let me do it. They're stupid. If someone walked up to me and said, here, I'm going to give you $60 because you're great, I would take the money, and that's what Nintendo should be doing. Stupid. They could raise it to $100, and I would still buy it. I would buy it. I would probably buy it from them if they had sold it for $100. Whatever, but nope. Not. Yeah. So that happened.
Like I just think, I just kind of assumed after that I didn't get one in the first wave. I just assumed I'm not going to get one, because I thought that was it. They're not going to put it. And then they were putting out more, and I'm like, okay, maybe they'll put some more out. But they didn't have to do that. I mean,
no, they weren't putting out more. They were putting out what they had left. Let's be honest here. They didn't make more. They realized.
You don't think so?
They're not making money on this.
Well, if that were true, then. Like, why did it take them so long to put them out?
Because they were shipping them or something. I don't know.
It doesn't take. It was like 3 months.
Logistics.
It was like way more than 3 months or so. It was like 3 or 4
months. Well, those
were
probably the ones at the end of the line. Yeah, but just look at the Switch thing. They only put like so many in America, and for whatever reason, and they've been sold out since they come out. For what reason? What other than they?
Well, I mean, they tried. Nintendo's always kind of like, rather than flood the market, they've always just been kind of like, held back, because I think they're always worried and that they're not because let me look at the last few consoles they put out. With the Wii U and the Wii, they didn't sell as well as they had hoped.
Yeah.
And they didn't blow up like they'd hoped. Yeah. And so, I mean, the Wii U did, but then everyone kind of got over it, and the Wii U didn't do that well.
Yeah.
And so it's like they were just trying to be optimistic but not, not go crazy with it, and, they held back, and then it sold really well and way better than they expected.
Argument. It makes a lot of sense, and that's probably the way it is with the Switch, but that's not the way it is with the NES Classic. They're not making them, even though there is a huge demand for them.
Yeah.
So
but
that argument
they
doesn't
make
work.
more. They'll make more money off that stuff selling those games individually on the Switch or on the 3DS
Which
as
knows
digital
when,
download.
when and if they'll ever put it on there. Those 30 games.
Oh, they will.
Eventually,
they will.
But I mean, they've been saying they're going to put stuff on the Wii U forever, and they trickle it out. It takes so long.
Yeah.
So I don't know. They just need to start doing the classic games on the Switch so I can play them and get over it.
And get over it and be happy.
Or I might just get something else and play them anyways. In the morally gray area.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway. Moving on. While we're on the subject of Nintendo, they made some announcements this week. Besides the discontinuing of
really?
Nintendo
Have they? I don't know. I've just been playing their hit game.
Well, they're coming out with a new controller, or as
I
other
saw
people
that.
know them as the Joy-Cons. It's a new color, neon yellow.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Or as I call it, sick green.
Yeah, I don't like it. It's not a good color. I was kind of cool, new color, and I don't like the way that looks.
I guess it kind of goes well with the green, the red and the blue controller, but
yeah,
I'm not gonna get one.
I don't like it. I think it looks like urine for someone who has some kind of problem.
Sick green.
Yeah,
sick green.
It's sick green urine.
Maybe they glow. That'd be cool.
Okay. That would add a few points.
Yeah, make a glow in the dark controller.
So I could sit in the dark and find my buttons. I did see someone had modded their own controller to have like the classic XY. ABXY color scheme. As like the old controller.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. I wish
they'd
done that. It looked good.
It looked really good on the dark controller.
Yeah, it looked really good on the dark gray controller. Yeah. I thought it was cool.
I've already seen several people painting and changing the color scheme of it and for the Switch. And some of them look pretty good.
Yeah, they look good. I'm kind of waiting because I expect them to do a lot of stuff like they did with their 3DSs, where they put out different models, different controller. But with the way it's set up, all you got to do is buy a new controller, and it looks like a new thing.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting for them to put out really cool colored or
they'll come out with theme versions of them.
Yeah. And then I'll buy one of those, and I'll have an extra set and be able to have my customs.
They also announced battery packs for the controllers.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which is just
that looks cool.
It's a thick thing that slides on the sides of them, so they can have AA batteries in the back of them, so you can improve your battery life of them.
I haven't run out. I haven't had them run out of charge yet. But I mostly play. I play in portable mode, but I'm just like I don't play with them detached very often, I guess.
Neither do I. I play portable mode most of the time, and then I usually here lately I don't even play on my TV. I just pull off and I just lay in bed and play my Switch and just handheld it. So partly I don't know if that's because I just feel like doing it that way, or it's because I've heard people having trouble with warping. Have you seen that? The Switch warps, like getting so hot in the station that it warps.
No, I have not.
Yeah, look it up. There's some pictures of them. They just curve slightly.
Really?
Yeah, it makes me a little nervous, but
that's weird. I know it gets a little warm in there, but I
haven't noticed it getting too bad, but it does get a little warm, and I don't know if that's just a extreme situation or if they just not in a ventilated area. That could very easily be the problem.
Yeah,
user error.
They got it put in. They got it somewhere that's kind of warm, not a lot of airflow or something.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's crazy.
Yeah. So put your Switch out in the open, let it breathe, or whatever.
Whatever.
Or whatever.
Or let it warp, whatever.
Or let it warp. If you're
Mine
stupid.
Works.
Yeah. It probably would work just fine. It's just now curved. It's got a curved screen.
It's got a curved screen. That's all the rave right
now. They've announced the Splatoon 2 release date will be July 21st. So not too far off, a couple months.
Not too far off. Yeah.
And it will.
Yeah. It looks like they're just kind of staggering out one big game a month.
Yeah. Well, they got Mario Kart this month, and then they got that. And there's something coming out in May, isn't there?
I don't know. I assume so. But I don't know.
They got a bunch of stuff coming out this summer, so.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is coming out in May.
Well, yeah, but that's a movie, not a game.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Well, there is a game.
That's the only thing I care about in May.
There is a game as well, but it's a Telltale Games, and I don't think I like Telltale Games.
Yeah, I know. We've talked about it.
But moving on.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's coming out July 21st. It will have co-op. There will be a co-op mode in the game. I think it's like like you all fight like some kind of like a horde where everything's coming in and you're fighting everything else.
Okay.
It's all
yeah,
NPC
like a survival.
Survival like kind of thing. I think that's what it is.
Okay.
I didn't read too much into it. I don't know if I'll get Splatoon or not.
I don't know either. I'll probably get Mario Kart.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I'm gonna get Mario Kart, but I don't know if I'll get Splatoon. We'll just see. We'll see what else I'm playing around that time.
I'll play it by ear.
Yeah. So they've announced Battlefront 2.
Oh yeah,
the Star
Wars Battlefront. Yeah,
because Star Wars Celebration was going on this past weekend.
That Last Jedi trailer.
Yeah, Last Jedi, man. Anyway, yeah, that's good. Go check that out after you finish listening to the show. Battlefront 2.
I won't hold it against you if you quit the show. Just go watch it.
We got the download count anyways at this point. It'll have single player this time around.
Really? Okay.
The last one didn't have single player.
The last one was multiplayer only. Yeah.
The single player introduces a new character. That you play, and it's apparently canon with the rest of the series.
Very cool. All right.
So you're playing what's the TIE Fighters pilots?
Yeah.
You're playing a woman that's one of them, and when the Death Star explodes.
Oh, very cool.
So it's
I assume she was out.
Yeah, she was on the planet when it happened.
Nice.
Yeah, so
very cool.
So
that sounds awesome.
It looks interesting, and I'm intrigued by it. But it also spans the entire series. So
yeah,
it's got stuff from Force Awakens all the way back to the original trilogy. So
yeah,
it looks pretty good.
Well, very cool. All right, I'm intrigued. I haven't checked it out yet, but I shall now.
Yeah, I heard Battlefront was good, but I didn't play it. So.
I heard it was good. It's just I heard it was fun, but it was a little hollow.
Yeah, and maybe the addition of a single player will help beef it up.
Yeah.
But yeah,
well,
screw you, Nintendo. Yeah. Bring back the Classic, and I will give you my money.
I hate you, Nintendo, as he plays Zelda.
As I put here in
100 hours.
Right.
And I already gave you $400, but I'm not going to give you any more.
I'm trying to give them more, and they won't take it. That's what I don't understand.
Do you have any other news you want to cover?
Nope, that was it.
All right. Well, your anger amuses me greatly, Dudley.
Screw you.
Please go to our website at deafandumb.com. This is probably where you listen to this anyway. It's deafndumb.com.
Or you can listen to us on iTunes.
Or you can listen to us on iTunes, or we're on Google Play, though no one listens to us.
I think we're still on there.
I assume we're still over there. We weren't getting any hits there anyway.
Yeah.
As I said at the top of the show, this is a weekly show. We do one every Monday. So if you're on a Monday morning, you're headed to work, and you're thinking, I need something to listen to. Well, we got you covered.
Uh-huh. Yep.
And it's two idiots doing our thing. Thank you very much for listening. I'm Dan May.
And I'm Dudley May, and this has been Deaf and Dumb and Rage.
No. Deaf, dumb, and disappointment.
Deaf, dumb, and disappointment. Yeah.